Plenty of kids ask for ridiculous birthday presents: a pony, a lifetime supply of chocolate, an entire toy store. They can only see themselves as the center of the universe. But 7-year-old Addie Bryan was different. By 2015, this Texas girl had endured more than her fair share of troubles. When her family asked what she wanted for her upcoming birthday, she unveiled a grand wish that no other kid her age would dare think up. Jeff and Julie Bryan had a flood of happiness rush to them on the day that their daughter Addie was born. That unbridled joy that day didn't last long, however. Addie almost didn't make it. The moment they laid eyes on Addie, the Bryans saw something was wrong. Their baby had hip dysplasia, a club foot, and 2 knees that bent backwards. With a rare case of Larson syndrome, the doctors doubted she'd ever walk. Just days old, Addie underwent her first surgery. Dozens and dozens more followed over the next few years, with the Bryans estimating that their daughter went through 70 casts throughout her early childhood. The Bryans placed their faith in the staff of Texas Scottish Rite Hospital, located near their home in Dallas. Over the years, it built a sterling reputation for treating orthopedic conditions, particularly in children. After years of medical intervention, there still wasn't assurance that Addie would be able to lead a normal childhood. But amid all the darkness, the Bryans still clung tightly to a glimmer of hope. One member especially. By the time she reached 7 years old, Addie didn't see herself as any different from other kids. She made the best of everything despite her situation. Soon, her results began to impress everyone around her. Though her legs still retained a slightly bent shape, Addie's range of movement grew by leaps and bounds. Before long, she started to spend more time zipping around on her scooter than cooped up in the hospital. And that wasn't all. She could even run. Everyone understood that she had come an incredibly long way from her troubled infancy. There was no doubt about Addie's good fortune, but something started to nag her. With her 8th birthday approaching, Addie knew she was incredibly lucky. Thanks to the folks at Scottish Rite Hospital, she could run, walk, and jump wherever she wanted. Addie only hoped every other kid could do the same. One morning, Julie Bryan found her daughter tallying up her meager life savings. Addie shocked her by saying that she wasn't doing this just for fun, she was looking to make a donation. Addie wanted to make a real difference for the Scottish Rite Hospital in the form of a donation. Her mother suggested she open a lemonade stand with a couple friends to raise more money, but ultimately that tactic only raised $60. So knowing she needed to get more aggressive, she grabbed a marker and some poster board and drew up a sign requesting donations for the hospital. Then she ran out to her street corner in hopes of collecting a fortune. Despite this sweltering Texas heat, Addie had an easy time standing on the corner once she saw the contributions roll in. Neighbors and complete strangers alike seemed happy to help out, even if it was just a few dollars. After a couple months, Addie had built up a nice pile of money. Still, she was really looking to make a big fundraising leap in the final weeks before her birthday. Addie thought she could expand her operations beyond the street corner. Addie and her parents reached out to a local restaurant called Cotton Patch Cafe. They agreed to hold a charity event, and Addie went all out. Channeling her inner Pat Sajak, she set up a wheel of prizes to pack the house. By the time her 8th birthday rolled around, Addie raised a whopping $19,500 for the hospital. For an institution that relied so much on charitable donations, this was huge. Not even Addie's parents could believe she single-handedly raised such a sum. Her efforts gained a lot of attention. A number of outlets shared her story, from her local news station to People magazine. A live TV interview was a good birthday present, to be sure, but Addie was about to get a better one. Stephanie Brigger, the hospital's vice president of development, called the Bryans to share some big news. An anonymous donor felt so touched by Addie's story that he decided to share a contribution of his own. The Good Samaritan sent Scottish Rite an additional $50,000 in Addie's name. That meant this 8-year-old's donation totaled just under $70K. Most people couldn't believe it, but this was exactly what Addie had wanted. She said she was glad to give so many kids a shot at a happy life, as her gift could provide countless casts and prosthetics. Addie Bryan didn't need anything else for her birthday. She proved that the best gift is giving back.